Decisions, decisions, decisions. Hmm. Don't know. Feels like I'm missing speed. Is it real? Is Manectric really fast enough or powerful enough to think that's what I'm going for? The Mega Stats. Mega Stats are pretty good. But it's a scale too. Hmm. What's up, T? There are so many decisions. My brain can't handle all of the potential options at my disposal. I have too many encounters, too many tables, too many things. What's going on, Ben? Welcome in, T. But first, of course, just please take a moment with me and revel in the Jolly Prim, a Pokemon that I have spent my entire run and bun life chasing. Feels good, man. There is nothing better. Also, getting 6 straight Froakies on a guaranteed Prim in a 50-50 encounter last night after a lifetime without Prim was just it was poetry, man. It was absolute poetry. This is a 1 in 10,000 Primarina right here. Unreal. So here, let me walk you through where we are. Surf Sim. Oh, wrong page. Surf Sim. I have Petalburg, which I've already taken as Primarina. I have 107, which is outside of Dewford. That's Wailord. Oh, you can't even see these things. Hold on. Let me move these over. So I'm trying to like map out for myself. There we go. These are guaranteed. Petalburg, Wailord, Abandoned Ship, and 108. 108 I could choose to roll for Jellicent, but I think Basculegion's just the better of the water ghost types. Although, admittedly, I think it's safe to say that especially bulky water type is with recovery, is a very dangerous tool in my hands. And so I won't lie, I really want Jellicent. We've got a couple of shots at it along the way. Curse Body, Strength Sap. Let's take another look at that. It's at 108, right? So we have guaranteed Basculegion here. Aracuda, Delmise, are dupes. And then up top, Delmai's Tentacruel, Scuda, Lantern are dupes. So we could roll here for Jelly, Dragonair, and Basculin, but I think that's cap. You're not. It just started. Welcome in, Sil. Sorry about Watson, but great stream earlier nonetheless. I'm just assessing my options here. Although I suppose I can go pull the first 4. Well, the first 3. I mean, let's go get our Wailord, right? The new Jurassic Park. I thought that you had a better steer available, but it seemed like you were just kind of done with the fight once Luxray went down, which is also understandable. I've certainly had just like moments where I'm just done. It's not that I lost, but I'm just done. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the heart scale. Oh, first try. Yeah. I meant, yeah, agreed. I reset for starter loss in early game. I thought before that point, like once the Rotom went down, I thought you had options. But I also am thinking in terms of the Impish Torterra that I run. I don't know what your Torterra stats were or what your moveset was, so it's easy for me to say, oh yeah, like Torterra is going to clean up there. I don't even know what your Torterra had. Yeah. I'm a big, one of the things I like about streaming, especially on my, we'll say in my worst moments, is that I can watch back the tape. I can watch myself throw, which sucks. It sucks to watch. But it's way easier to see where I messed up as an observer than it is as the player. So I do think I'm better at this game because I'm better at this game now than I was when I started streaming, because I make myself watch every mess up again. And I ask myself, was it a mental error? Was it a rushing error? Was it a bad plan to begin with? And sadly for me, most of them are just like forgetting a simple thing. Now, but at first what I learned was that my plans were a lot worse than I thought. I kept telling myself how unlucky I was, and what I learned as an observer is that I wasn't unlucky, I was risky. Hate this game with a loving passion. Seed Bomb, Tantrum, Synth, Growl. Okay. That is that what I run at that point? I think I keep Mega Drain, but it doesn't really... Yeah. Doesn't really matter. Best game ever. Yeah, Turtle absolutely does Eel and Ampharos. When you have Eldegoss, you can also take out the Lantern, because you can switch in on Scald. You can get yourself some chip with like a Magical Leaf or a Leaf Tornado, and then you pivot back through and KO with Seed Bomb. So like in my head, when I have Torterra plus Speed Control, Torterra plus Fake Out plus Intim plus Speed Control takes the Magnezone, the Lantern, the Zera, the Eel, and the Amphi. Like that's how my Torterra pilled brain works. So I just spend the whole game asking myself, how the heck do I beat Rotom Fan? Because I can figure out the other 5 with Torterra. But again, that's Impish plus defense. Impish GMO Torterra. Takes 6 with LD. I don't think Torterra's taking out the Rotom fan anytime soon. Though I'm sure if I had enough chances, I'd figure out a way to Toxic Stall it. The existence of Will-O-Wisp potential makes Torterra very dangerous against Rotom, because if you get Will-O-Wisp, you lose. Yes, I've seen the Horse Smackdown play, but it's only if it's your inner focus, because you are baiting Air Slash. And Horse takes a good amount of damage there. And I don't know about you, like I haven't had a lot of Horse. It's not a mon I run into regularly. All right, what does Wailord have, and what level is this guy going to be, huh? He gets rest naturally? Boy, if that isn't a move I'd put on a moveset, I don't know what is. Guys, can you imagine if I walk into a battle and say, hey, you know, I want to KO something, and then I want to go to sleep so that I can get a guaranteed setup move later? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Resto Chesto. No. I want to be asleep on purpose to get a setup move. I have a special plan for Rock Tomb. I've saved in that TM. I have a special plan. I don't even know if the plan works. I just want it to work in my heart. So I'm going to keep that one to myself. Bofa D's, yes. I need to get some Jabofa berries. But hello, friend. Thank you all for coming in. This will be probably like a 90-minute stream. Knowing me, I'll probably end up delaying some encounters too. At least for a little bit. I'll talk through why. Oh, let me pull up my version of this. G+ encounters. There we go. Because I'm trying to assess what I need to survive through the next couple of splits. And one of the questions at hand is, do I need Slow King for Winona or not? I think Winona, while Winona's usually quite an easy gym relative to the other ones, it's easy with Pokemon that I don't have. Right now, I don't think I have any of the traditional Pokemon for that fight. And that gives me anxiety. So I kind of want some future sight potential setups to help me out. No, you're good, Princess. Like I'm happy. I'm always happy to like try and help people improve the game and think through it. One of the hard parts with Torterra is how do you save enough synthesis to beat the eel? And I don't think the way I do it fully beats it, but if I can bait Rotom early, then Torterra is on the field when eel comes on the field, right? So as long as I can bait Rotom before, I guess it doesn't even really matter, right? In my version of the world, it's always a fake out lead into Torterra. I don't even care if I take a Flash Cannon. It doesn't matter. I know that Tooth, since if you get one Intimidate, Zeraora only clicks Grass Knot, so you can use Tooth Synthesis to beat the Zera. You keep a Cherry Berry, obviously, for the Ampharos. So there's those two, and you just alternate Seed Bomb, what is it? Seed Bomb, Synth, Seed Bomb. You'll be at like 50%. It'll feel uncomfortable, but it doesn't really matter, because when you get the eel in, you Seed Bomb once, so it can coil the first turn, but it never can coil after that, as long as you kind of alternate Seed Bomb, Synth, Growls. and you can almost always get yourself to a high enough HP where Ampharos isn't risking a crit. So as long as you can get the Rotom out of the way so that Torterra is on the field when Eel hits the field, you're fine. Or if you have like exactly Togedemaru, you can get Rotom into Eel for a guaranteed Drain Punch and go to your like Flying Intimidate mon if you have a Masquerain. Getting a free Intimidate on Eel and an electric move is also a huge dub. So there's more than one way to do it. Keeping Mega Drain can help because then you have guaranteed damage on the Eel as well. But it's hard not to have the ground move. So you have the exact set that I run. Where am I looking here? Wailord's going to be level 50. Let's grab our Wailord. Please Master Ball Regice. Well, we have no guarantee that we will get a Regice. Right, first we have to catch this Wailord. I'm pretty confident we can do that part. Then we have to catch a Regiswim. Shout out to Wolf Click. And then we'll see. So this guy's Bounce, Water Spout, Surf, and Dive. What a combo. Yeah, let's bring Drud. Drud resists these things. I didn't know he was bouncing on it. And then Lopunny is Limber. Yeah, that feels like a good catch group. Yeah, I wonder in a run like this if Honeclaw's Druddigon might make an appearance. Yes, Ben, we have another word for this box. It's called bad. This is a bad box. This is the unique combination of I had a box good enough to win the game before, which means by definition I have fewer good Pokemon now, and then I didn't really get good encounters even relative to those available to me. Doing fantastic, though. We're just doing fantastic. All right, we lead with the Pengu character. And what's Wailord catch rate? Do we need to worry about this guy? Catch rate of 60 isn't super high. I'm just going to pre-calc if I can lead Nuzzle and Nuzzle him. Like, why wait till he's on the field? Let's make sure we can damage this fool. Level 50, can we Nuzzle? Sure looks like it. Oh my god, 170 base HP is insanity. I mean, I know that his other stats are pathetic, but what is this Pokemon? All right, min HP, min defense, minus defense. Looks like we can. Looks like we can just come in and click the Nuzzle move. Yeah, great. Ben, that's a big lesson. A big lesson. I think one of the, like, in early games, you just run and you grab your encounter. It's exciting and fun. Not the case in late game. Prepare for every... I think the point is the first Salazzle route. I run 6 Pecha Berries or pre-burn recovery Pokemon on Salazzle captures because I have been massacred. I have lost runs to Salazzle not getting in the ball. And I don't want to do that anymore. So I know it sucks, but it's an important one to remember. Yeah, and you don't have shell armor, if I remember. Like, right, it felt like what you needed there was the damage, right? You had a 25 catch rate Pokemon, you didn't know that, so you didn't give yourself good odds to catch. You just threw balls and took the damage. Like, I think you were right to go in and intimidate a couple of times, but you had to damage while you were safe. Intimidate Mon, always the best. All right, leading an Intimidate Mon on a 10%. Oh, first try. First try, let's go. All right. According to this, we cannot KO a minimum everything level 50 Wailord with Nuzzle. What's going on, Clouded? Welcome in. In how many turns, Ben? I double crit, though. Ooh, we hit the crit. That's why you calc it. Oh my god, he dives? That's just rude. Got him. Yeah, Clouded, give us the update, man. I've been thinking about you. Maybe some PCL, some LCL still in. Okay, so not a full break. That's all things considered pretty good news. I mean, when you heard the pop. All right, that's Wailord. Who else is guaranteed? Abandoned Ship Eel and 108 Basculegion Surf. Less worried about Basculegion capture, and there's some optionals here to worry about, so I will bring a little bit of a. Let me just bring some offense. I think that's enough, right? Yeah. Celise, welcome in. Welcome to the Surf Sim, the final paternity leave stream. After this, we'll see what the schedule looks like. Hey, we're on the path to recovery, man. Oh, first try. Any fighting tonight? We'll see. Crunch. Things that go. You almost always have to fight that trainer. We shall see. I imagine I would like to at least do the fights that get me to words that get me to my 118 and 119 encounters. Isn't there an annoying little guy that pops out over there? Oh, it's you. Get ourselves this candy. All right, so again, this is 108 Surf. And it's only Basculegion. This is a really important 50-50 for the health of the run. Our only Swift Swim Pokemon is Huntail. Huntail is ass. We really need a good Swift Swimmer. This is one of the things that might change what I do on 119. If I miss Swift Swim here, I probably have to roll for Swift Swim Seismitoad. And I'd rather not do that. In a run without Barraskewda, I think Swift Swim's really important. And I don't know that much about Bridge Rival, but I know enough to know that Swift Swim Basculegion is really good there. So we don't want to see the mold breaker text. Barracuda. Man, I would feel so good about that in a different run on a different day. Dupe. '07 Quintafish. Dupe. Dupe. I'm not sure that we get to run from this. Oh, look at that. You never know. Let's go! No mold breaker. Huge. Get in the ball. All right, that's a dub. That is a dub. We needed a Swiftie. We needed a Taylor Swiftie. All right, and then while we're here, we can do the ship if we want to, but we have to come back with our... I guess we should do the ship and then come back with Basculin later to evolve it. I never remember where all the optionals are on this ship, but I'm pretty sure that most of them die to Luxray. There's a Conkeldurr on the ship. Do we have a Conkeldurr answer? We have Prim. Drud wins, trust. Yeah, we're just going to kill him with Rough Skin on Drudagon. Mystic Water in here, right? Then we get the little tuber kiddo. Yeah, I run into this guy every time. Aqua Jet, your ass. We don't go in there. We have no interest in a mega fight. We talk to this guy even though it doesn't mean anything. You just have to. It's a requirement. No person has ever walked by that guy without talking to him. Don't be the first. It will curse your run. Child, please. Child. Walk away. This does not concern you. Thank you. Twisted Spoon. Oh no, our psychic type that we don't have will do so much damage. And then I don't think this guy has an item, right? There's nothing here. No. All right, abandoned ship. The only thing left here is Eel because we had a lantern get killed. guy as well. All right, I'll go talk to the guy. If he was the, I didn't know that he gave the Basculin Swift Swim, or Reckless, I suppose. I will pat him on the back because he's feeling sick in this abandoned ship. I'm sorry, buddy. Feel better. Feel better, King. So this is fish. We do the soy chow fish. Now that we've duped out Basculegion, it is exactly 10% eel. How many tries? We'll see. And level 50 eel's going to have what? Wild Charge. Oh, it's going to have Super Fang. That's obnoxious. Super Fang, Wild Charge, Discharge, Gastro Acid. So we probably want to bring a ground type for this. I think I'm going to go get different Pokemon, so that Super Fang is the only way to kill me. Let me also make sure that I'm correct on the level. It shouldn't matter, but you know, we've seen eels be uncatchable before. Shout out Nick. We would never bring up that catastrophic clause. There we go. Could not get the words out. Level 50. All right, it's not going to be too bad. Yeah, don't mind me. I've spoken English before. Some say it's my first language. And then we killed you. Yeah. Okay. You can tell I've done too many surf sims. Just know where the people are. Got my route all mapped out. All right, so we bring Shell Armor guy that resists water, the electric moves. We bring ground type, and you resist electric as well. That looks good. And we do not let our soft sand get knocked off. Okay. We fish. Oh, I didn't bring Basculin. That was dumb. Anchor? Nope. Not my problem. Eel. Calling all eels. Come on, leave my man Ben alone. Leave him alone. Grimer? Nope. We would love to have a Grimer. Such a good typing man. Especially bulky dark types. So randomly valuable. We get it. We get it. There's Delmise here. We know. We know. There it is. All right, and then certainly we can chip this down a little bit. I don't feel the need to calc. If I not kill a Warlord, certainly I don't kill an eel. Let's just see what Nuzzle does. We're not in a hurry. That does nothing. Great. This guy does have... $110 grasses, 50/50 Luxray Electros. I don't know. I've had my fair share of Ampharos. Cannot complain about 110 grass luck. I can't get Prim, I can't get Guts Pokemon, but I had lots of Togedemaru's. I will never have another one, but I had plenty. This is level 50. It doesn't have Wild Charge to KO itself, so I am safe to Zing Zap once. All right, that's a good amount of HP. Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb. It has Sludge Bomb. We did not account for Sludge Bomb. Just kidding, we did. Good job, Steelix and Escav. We should have been Pecha on some stuff, though. This is... Oh my god, it has a catch rate of 30. This actually is a little scary. I didn't... I made the same mistake. I mean, I prepared a team, but... Clearly Timer Ball not soon enough. Come on, man. I was hoping to get some rough skin chip. All right. Steelix is my best wall. So save him for last. Crit, a little scary. There we go. All right. Underleveled Turtonator putting in work. That was difficult, and definitely a little sketch. But we did have one Pokemon that would take like 13 turns to knock out. Right, Steelix literally could only take damage from Super Fang, so it could only die at 1 HP. It's a lot of work for a not very good Pokemon. And then I'm not really that worried about running into optionals, but I am gonna heal at least 2 guys. Guess I shouldn't have gone this way, huh? I have nothing else to go back for. Well, let's go heal at the Poké Center anyway. It's a shame I'll be going back to work, but think about this. When I come home from work, I'll get to watch the VOD of you being deathlooped back at Roxanne already. If that's truly what happens. I have full confidence that your next run will be even stronger. And before I was bored all day every day, I was an avid VOD watcher. So trust me, I will keep up with the runs. What's next? Do we have any more guaranteed guys? I think that's our 4 guaranteed. So let's take a look at those. Ivy's nature's abilities, whatnot. You bet, man. The confidence is deserved. Prim counts as part of Surf Sim, of course, so here we go. Not to mention, now we have Eel. We have the catching Pokemon. I'll tell you, I'm riding high on confidence after getting to this point with this box, right? If this ragtag team and these 2 effing guys can make it with Gigalith doing its Hamilton impression, this stupid Floatzel, like Floatzel's such a critical NG plus encounter. I feel so good about getting here, getting Prim, and scaling. All right, I'm gonna look at this every time. I don't care that you've already seen it. We probably will end up scaling special attack on this. All right, minus special attack plus defense Eel. That's above average. That's above average. With Super Fang, you don't really care about the attacking stats all that much, even though it comes with all these moves. Not having Thunder Wave is a bit of a bummer, but it learns Electro Web. It's not that big of a deal. I'm keeping Gastro Acid forever because I don't have another ability removal thing. So right now, this is my, like, I have a billion Toxic Mons, but like, last run I lost my Toxics, and the only thing that beat Wobbuffet was Worry Seed Breloom, so we're keeping Gastro Acid. There's tech. You can remove huge powers from Azus and Chungus's, and this is probably bulky enough to take a 1 boosted move from a Chungus. Maybe not a crit. Reckless Sassy. I don't know if Sassy matters in the rain. I think so, because this isn't the fastest Pokemon. Another Max Spadef Sassy guy. That's funny. Look, Spadef is one of the things I kind of used up in last run, so I'm happy to see Spadef on anybody. Yeah, definitely good on like Norman Chungus. I haven't done... Eel doesn't do a lot later in the game, but it's a good it's a good pivot. It can pretty much take any one move from somebody and bait something else. And obviously Levitate's a great ability. Super Fang is awesome for consistent damage. One of the things that's great about Super Fang is like you can avoid citrus berries on Pokemon that are odd HP. So definitely, it's a good tool to have in the box. The big disappointment on this guy, or does we learn it later? Hold on. Oh yeah. Level 60 we get knockoff. So this is a knockoff Pokemon that we can use to like lead on the Focus Band guy, the Focus Band Drampa in Weather Institute, for example. So we'll get use. Whale or Hasty. Wailord ain't outspeeding shit. 0 special attack. The only thing this thing's supposed to do is click Water Spout, so... I don't think this matters, ever, if I'm being honest. I have seen enough NG Plus guys get Wailord guaranteed, and I have never seen Wailord come to a fight for a person. So, maybe we'll be the first? Maximum scale value. Yeah, we'll keep Water Spout. We'll also keep Dive for the early dive thing in case we have to sack Huntail. So we'll see. I think this is, considering that these are guaranteed Pokemon, these are all decent versions, right? We won the ability. We got the, I mean, any Prim is a good Prim. I don't, people complaining about Primarina need to stop talking. So this 50-50 was huge. I'm cool. There's some potential Water Spout. One place I have Water Spouted in the past is the Audina double, so I'll be looking at that one for sure. All right. Now what? Now we have some decisions to make. I think the easiest one is New Mauville. So let's do that next. And in order to do that, I guess I should level up my eel. Oh, Penguin probably destroys all the electrodes too. That seems pretty good. No way Eel is strong enough to do Ampharos things on Pyre, right? No, 105 base special attack minus special attack. We can comfortably drop Discharge. Does Eel learn webs? Am I correct about that? I don't think it does, actually. No, he learns Rock Tomb. So speed control, but single target. All right, and then we absolutely take Knockoff. Oh, the other Gastro Acid tech, because I half answered that. Removing Sturdy is very, very valuable, especially since we have the Penguin character. It's a little bit more plausible that I might be able to click Gastro Acid, switch in Penguin on a Rocks Pokemon, because all the Sturdy Focus Band jerks are Rocks. Defog, and then KO it with Scald. Bye-bye, Sludge Bomb. You are not a special attacker, so we do not care about that. Cool. Eel leveled up. Let's get over to New Mauville. So, decisions on New Mauville. I think that we do have to be careful about getting caught with Magnet Pull with 2 Steel types. 3 Steel types on the squad. Oh, we can Shed Shell them. We can Shed Shell one of them. One Shed Shell is definitely a downer. Alright, so we'll send Steelix home. Okay. Let's see what we got here. So inside New Mauville, we have Magneton. Magnezone is the most likely encounter, and even though I have a lot of Steel types, Magnezone is not like other Steel types, and it's one of 2 4x flying resists left in the game, which is highly valuable. Magnet Pull is great, gives us good chances at Corv on 105 and 114 if we want it. Golem's not a good Pokemon on its own, but it's still 50-50 for Magnet Pull. Probo's a guaranteed Magnet Pull with insane bulk. And you know what happens when you have insane bulk? You get to click status moves! Like Gravity. Gravity sounds awesome. I love Pokemon with Power Gem. Raichu is really good, although we already have an Encore user, so 5% a regular Raichu, probably not great, but a Alolan Raichu, fan favorite. This one wouldn't come with Fake Out, I believe, which significantly lowers its value. But it would still be an Encore, right? Encore Extreme Speed, Volt Tackle, Flex slot has got to still be good. And then the Electabuzz, Electivire line, I can't imagine is very good, but 540 base stat total is nothing to sneeze at. It's still a, oh, it's a sleep immunity. That's actually quite good. I don't have a sleep immunity. It learns all the punch moves. It's got good base attack. I can get behind this guy. Screech if we catch it at a low level. So nothing seems terrible there. Ampharos is the only dupe. On the outside, I think Mega Manectric is probably the highest roll in the entire building, but Bolton's an L, Probo's in both, Porygon 2 is an L. These are both pretty good. Togedemaru's duped, Galvantula's duped. Yeah. I think Evire, looking at Electivire, it looks like one of the Pokemon that is called bad because it's not what you wanted in the encounter pool. Like, for a long time, Berserker was like, oh my god, I got Berserker, that sucks, because you missed Togedemaru, but Berserker's actually insane. Sorry, Ben. Well, we don't need Beldum gambling, right? We have 50% Beldum game corner pull if we want it. If we get the Magnezone, then we can Magnet pull in Lily Cove later. Like, I think going for the reason for pulling the encounter table is definitely not to go for Beldum. The only thing that would be great is that Beldum is a psychic type. If I wanted Beldum, then I would change my routing. If I wanted Beldum that badly, which I do not, what I would do is I would go Rock Smash Encounter here for 50-50 Magnet Pull on Route 114. Because there's no Glalie for me to hit there. And then I would pull for Beldum if I hit the 50-50. So, not doing that. Now, I think Inside's the correct play. Inside has... I don't think Inside has any L's. I think Electabuzz is the worst one, but even Vital Spirit is one thing our box doesn't have, right? Which is really specific because it's a sleep immunity in gyms, because we can pre-status outside of gyms to play around it anyway. So it only matters as a sleep immunity if you are trying to 1v1 a Pokemon with sleep. The low rolls aren't that low anywhere. I don't think the thing that makes me intrigued about Manectric is it's a fast electric type. I have 2 slow electric types already. Right, I have Luxray, I have Eel. So the allure of Manectric is there as a fast Volt Switcher in a world where I don't get Electrode. Let me look at Bolton. 90 base attack, but with Strong Jaw. And I'm getting Thunderfang, which is just kind of like Wild Charge anyway. Thunderfang, Crunch. I just don't think it's good enough. Psychic Fang's Boltund actually seems quite good in Seafloor Cavern, but it probably just dies to stuff. Kanto Raichu gets Encore as a regular level up move, and it'll come with it when we catch it, or it'll come with it right after we catch it. So I believe this guy's level 50. Let's check that. But Raichu's in both tables, so it doesn't really matter in terms of evaluating which one of these is the better pull. Right, Raichu is a 5%er on both tables. It's coming at level 50, which means both Raichus. So the one upside about regular Raichu is that it would come with Nuzzle, which I value very highly. Oh no, it wouldn't. It would come with Surf, Thunderbolt, Body Slam, Wild Charge. I think they actually come with the same moveset. Surf, Thunderbolt, Psychic, Wild Charge. So yeah, I think we just roll inside. I'm a Magnezone Blazer. I would love Magnezone, and then having Magnet Pull be the potential miss is exciting. And by the way, I would love to blow up a Golem on Malphire. That would be great. I would love to do that. Can that Golem explode? I'll bet it can. I didn't think about that. Magnet Pull, it can't. It can self-destruct. Why isn't there a catch rate on this guy? It can't be good. If Graveler is 45 catch rate. Alright, so that could be a low roll. We could just get boomed on. Alright, so I guess we just lead. We lead Luxray again. I'm still going inside. Generally, I will try to avoid the potential for getting exploded on. That does mean I should probably bring Steelix. But first, let's bring our Basculin and evolve it. All right, there's no reason to keep Basculin at a low level, is there? Level 60 Liquidation, level 57 Superpower. It's literally the same, and I'm not taking Final Gambit. Ooh. Almost ran into that guy. That would be embarrassing. I wish Kanto Raichu got Volt Switch to make it not just strictly worse than regular Raichu, than Alolan. Scary Face. I got a lot of Scary Face Pokemon. I'm actually not going to take Speed Control for once in my life. This will get Icy Wind later anyway. I'm told that I should keep Ice Fang for Bridge Rival. Should I calc that? I should probably calc that before I decide what to get rid of here. I have to be careful on autopilot away from into my regular moveset for turtle runs. Invoice, thanks for stopping in. Have a sleep well. A Always a pleasure. Minus speed might matter. Yeah, that's life. I mean, you guys know I love to get bad natures. That's just it's in my nature, you might say. Dad joke mentioned. We are absolutely slower in rain. Not even close. In fact, we can't even scale. And we're dead to energy ball some of the time. Man, that's so slow. Is it me, or is Swift Swim Basculegion with minus speed slower than outside of rain Barraskewda? Oh no, I can't copy paste lines. I'm gonna have to come up with something original. Don't worry, it's a double battle. I'll be fine. I'm not afraid of double battles. I'm overconfident, if anything. Alright, so that Ice Fang's not very valuable, is it? Or anybody else that I want to use it on? No. Because most of the time Stab Poltergeist is going to be just as much damage as, like, more damage than super effective Ice Fang. So it's literally only quad effective Ice Fang, which I still don't think does a ton when it's not Stab. So I'm gonna just do my standard thing: Superpower, Liquidation, Poltergeist, and then I hang on to Psychic Fangs until I need Icy Wind or Rock Smash or something later. Goodbye, Ice Fang. The dream is over. Final Gambit, no. Superpower, yes. Liquidation, yes. And have no fear, all Basculegion are good. This is one of those Pokemon that's just always good. Especially in the world of ghost types, which there are very few ghost types that do more than just be a ghost type that's immune to normal and fighting moves. This one does. This can just be a good Pokemon in its own right, even when it's not being a ghost type. It's just being a bulky water type. Bulky's a bit extreme, but oh, no, he's got 120 HP. Holy, no, he is bulky. He is a thick boy. All right, there's our Mega Slop fight whenever we want it. All right, and then Heart Scale here, right? Bop. Nothing on this island, just that little fast spinner child. We don't need that pearl. Good. Okay. Let's go do New Mauville. And then we have the real decisions. So we said we want to bring you with a Shed Shell. I don't need to bring... bring Gigalith. Okay, and then, sorry, messed that up. You get a Citrus, and then Steelix is going to get the Shed Shell. Yeah. I didn't even mess up the biking. All right, show me Magnezone. Come on. Ooh, Flamethrower or Fire Spin? I might need, let me look at this annoying guy, Booming Fortress. Because I'm basically keeping Flamethrower for just one guy. 65 Turtonator. Yeah, Flamethrower does so much. Oh, we're going to be speed tied. So we'll probably want to stay under leveled by 1. So we can underspeed, rapid spin, and then overheat. Well, no, first I have to face an Electrode. So this is a booming Electrode that I'm not allowed to catch because it's a dupe to step on the switch. But Electrode has like negative attack, so we can just KO him. Flamethrower, Fire Spin. This one's always tricky for me because how often are you really clicking Flamethrower when you have Overheat? But Fire Spin can get you some really consistent HP ranges for double battles, and it can damage wild encounters. I don't think it's going to matter. I will keep... No, I'll keep Fire Spin. Residual damage helps. I think Fire Spin is likelier to help me than Flamethrower. Let's go level 63 so I can level up once randomly if I need to. Oh, it's the Electric Gem. I'm just dumb. I don't have to do that at all. All that prep. We'll never have an Ampharos, but we might as well pick up the stone. All right, Steelix lead. He will not Magnet Pull trap me because I am Shed Shell. Thanks for looking out. Magnezone. Magnezone. Can Magnezone blow up? I didn't even check that. I think he gets boom at like 65, 67. Okay. This is Thunderbolt, Signal Beam, Electroweb, Mirror Shot. I love this guy. Magnezone, level 50. Signal Beam, Mirror Shot, Thunderbolt. No. Signal Beam, Electroweb, Mirror Shot, Tri-Attack. Man. Alright, Steelix takes like nothing from this guy. We could Heavy Slam for like 10%, but why? Let's just throw some balls. Whew. We were sure we weren't dead, but oh my god. Shed Shell's work, or he's not Magnet Pull. Could be either one. Oh my god. Alright, we hit through. Please stop clicking the highest damaging move against every Pokemon you face. There's no need to do that. I wanted to get a... Gastro Acid off so that I could send in my other Steel type. We are underground, I believe. Dude. The catches have been rough. Right? Like, this is... We are working hard to catch these guys. Another catch rate of 30. But you know what? We're catching guys. Then we can escape rope, right? We got all the things. My Thunderbolt TM, the real Gramps. All right, and now we have to actually decide things. Watson took 3 mons from me, dude. I had a rough time with Watson. Half of my deaths are Watson not cooperating, the Rotom specifically. We were very likely to get out deathless, and we lost 3. So, Watson and I are not great. In fairness, though, I've needed a lot of good fortune to not lose, and so I kind of got all my bad luck on one fight. So hard to complain. Analytic. Okay, so no Corviknight Magnet Pull is a bummer, but Analytic makes this thing hit hard. One special attack. Can I have one Pokemon with the right IVs on its attacking stat? Just one. And no, Steelix does not count. Steelix doesn't do damage. All right. Chill out. Magnezone doesn't have a high base. Oh, it does, 130. IVs matter on every Pokemon. But Analytic helps. I know that Magnet Pull Magnezone with Assault Vest can beat Suicune, so Analytic Guy certainly can. All right. So we have decisions now. What is this? This is Absol, Kang, or Swablu. Well, Altaria will say. And then we're considering delaying this, and we're considering land or fish, which we'll look at. And then 105. Look at 105. Thanks, Cherry. Appreciate you being here. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out. All right, so I have this weird situation where Bruxish. I hate Bruxish just as a rule. I just do. Even though I have no psychic types, and it would probably help a little bit. But I have this weird thing where Bruxish is like gatekeeping all of these good encounters. Right, so I have 2/3 Bruxish, 1/3 Dratini, because Lumineon and Arrokuda are duped out. That's very good. And then I have the same thing on 114. 114 Fish is Bruxish Slowpoke. Right? It's 80% Bruxish, 20% Slowpoke. But I can just go for 60% Slowking down below. Or I can pull Rabombi. I can pull for Rabombi. The reason I'd pull for Rabombi is to try to get something better on 105, right? If I have a Rabombi dupe here, I already have Breloom dupe. It's kind of just dodge Audino, and everything else here is great. And so I'm stumped on 114 and 105 on what to do. I don't know what I need. Obviously, like, Unburdened Hawlucha is incredible, Beware is incredible, and we don't have a very good fighting type. Alolan Egg with Harvest is I think it's the only 4x water resist less in the game. That's the Pokemon I actually want the most, even though Corviknight's probably the most useful one here. No disrespect to Lucha. So I think 105 land is good enough, even though Dragonite... Oh, right, we can't... This is the whole Dragonite problem, right? That I can't pull Game Corner Dragonite until after Winona, and Dragonite is so good on Winona. What is the name of that thing on Winona? Well, let's just look at his Altaria. Do we have anything that beats Shaman Sky to any reasonable degree of success? If we get a speed drop, Arcanine can do it. Okay, so like a Tailwind thing. Weavile does it with a speed drop. Anybody do it without a speed drop? You just die. You don't do squat. Like, I legit think that the Shaman Sky is such a kind of box check that I might need to specifically try to get Dragonite. But I guess Corv... I guess I can fraud with Corv enough to say it'll just be Corv. But I probably have to sack into the guy, or... Sturdy Donphan sack into guy. Alright, we have a counter. Technically, we have a counter. Donphan, the Shaman Sky counter. Definitely. It counts. It counts, people. Don't talk to me. Alright, I don't have to route for Dragonite. So I think we want 105 land, and I think we want 105 after we pull 114 if we pull 114 land. Do we pull 114 land, or do we go for the Slowpoke? If we don't go for the Slowpoke, I think we just go for Slow Twin here. The high roll is high enough, and it's the likeliest outcome. Obviously, Clawitzer and Kingler without Protect, not doing a whole lot for us. Would he come with Protect? Maybe he does. Level 50 once again. I think they're all level 50 in Sim. Yeah, no Protect Kingler is definitely Smoge. And then Clawitzer with no Water Pulse. But I mean, this is a flip turn guy, and we only have one turn Pokemon. Mega Launcher or a Sphere does work. This is okay. We have been wanting for powerful special water moves the whole game. I actually don't think Clawitzer is that bad. All right, so I'm gonna go 114 Surf. We really want Slowking by a large margin. Crazy. We did this last run. Last run we did 114 and we hit the slow bro. Came to our e4. I would love to hit the king here. We pretty much have guaranteed. I think we have guaranteed slow king later, but we have it on route on Scorched Slab, where we can get ourselves a pretty interesting fire type. So I would prefer to get it here. I think the high roll is high enough that it's worth giving up a 5% at Corviknight, which is essentially what we're giving up. We're giving up a 5% of Corviknight, and we're making it slightly less likely on 105. We're giving up Rabambi. We're giving up Roserade, which we're okay with doing because we have Sceptile. That's why we delayed. We delayed for potential harvest into Rose, which is no longer as important. Yeah, I'm comfortable with this. And I'll take Clawitzer. I don't want Kingler. So you can... Maybe the first person to ever be happier with Clawitzer over Kingler. But I think it fits our box. Oh, and while I'm here, let me buy a second Metal Coat. And a King's Rock in honor of Greninja. All right, Route 114, Surf. We go here. All right. What does Slowking have before I pull this up? Level 50 Slowking has Surf, Power Gem, Block. It has Block. Bro, now I have to go prepare. Come on, this is... Dexa was mean with this Surf Sim stuff, man. Not messing around at all with these encounters. Oh, Power Gem too, so I can't even go Turtonator safely. All right, so we go Ghost type lead. You have Flip Turn, you're still safe. Power Gem means Weavile no longer joins us. You're specially bulky, you can come. I don't know if Block is a binding move. Okay. I think I have to go get the Shed Shell off of you. Alright, that means I should definitely citrus these guys. And I should definitely damage Mr. Slowking. Slowking, party hat, party hat, party hat. Clawitzer. Okay. Alright. Flip turn Dark Pulse Aura Sphere. Claw strikes again. No Mega Launcher for you. Surely this guy has a good nature for attacking. If this is minus special attack, I just don't know what to tell you anymore. Yeah, there's all kinds of messed up stuff in these wild battles. It's one of the mechanics I don't enjoy about super hardcore Nuzlocke. Like, it's fun for, I'll say, less intense ones, but like, there we go. I'll take it. I'll take it. For games like this where every encounter is so important, it just feels like I don't like anything that doesn't have counterplay as a general statement. Yeah, I don't know if this guy's gonna do big things. Probably not, but I'm glad it wasn't Kingler. I really, 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 really didn't want Kingler, even though I love Shell Armor Pokemon. All right, that means we might not get to pull Scorched. We might not get to pull 120 land is the big deal, because we no longer have Future Sight for Hawlucha, and we don't have Magnet Pull for Mega Aggron either. So Winona seems really bad. I won't lie. Winona seems awful. Okay, so we surfed and we got Claw. So now we pull 105 land for sure. I don't mind you having to work hard to catch Pokemon. I just mind, because I think it is like, there is a skill to it, right? I have to actually prepare. I have to be thoughtful. And if I don't, I could have lost Pokemon to these encounters. Like, that was hard, but it was fair. When it's just like, this Pokemon can blow up because I decided sometimes you get -1 encounter. That I hate. You have no way to prevent it other than not pulling that encounter at all. It's not skill based. It doesn't require forethought. The only thing you can do is pull a different encounter. And almost always when people are putting those into their games, they're putting them in places where you really want some of the other encounters in that table. You don't even want the guy that blows up. You want something else. That type of luck-based gaming isn't for me. I want as hard as possible, but counterplay exists. All right, that's a new flip turn guy that does special water damage. The first time we had a special water damaging guy in a long time. There's Ice Beam delay on Clauncher. I did not know. I learned something new. All you have to do is lose all the pulse moves. What's next? Brain. Yeah, we lose Water Pulse, but I think Water Pulse and Surf are equivalent on this guy. Right, so we have, yeah. So eventually we can just put Surf on him. Yeah, I'm not missing. I want these pulse moves. I want Aura Spheres specifically more than the other two. Uh, 105, right? That's what we said. Let's go prep for 105. land, right? Yeah, Dratini's not valuable enough to justify routing for. I think I stand by that. All right, this is a lot of fighting types. So let's look. What does Hawlucha get? Is this also level 50? Oh, we never pulled 105, 134 either. Blind? Here we go. They are level 50. We could manip to get rid of Stuffle. I don't think that is wise. I think Stuffle would be good. So me first, high jump kick, fly, duel. Oh, we can high jump kick itself. Awesome. We don't have heal pulse. We have no way around that. Okay. So flying plus fighting. It's probably just Talonflame. Can bring Prim to help with that. Alolan Egg. Leaf Storm, Dragon Hammer, Wood Hammer, Dragon Pulse. That looks like almost Sand Slash. Sand Slash doesn't have a lot of special bulk. It's fine. Oh, that's you. Right. Okay. Ambipom. Fake Out, Double Hit, Low Kick, Knockoff. Knockoff's annoying. But that's bring Intimidate. And then bring Shell Armor guy. Fake Out, Double Hit, Low, that's you. And then we just bring Eel because we bring Eel. Right? Does Corv have Brave Bird at this point? It does, so we would not damage Corv. Alright, that's good. And I like to Lepa Recovery. All right, on 105, we take Rabambi. We're thrilled with Core. We're thrilled with Lucha, although Lucha's very IV dependent, and obviously you need to hit the 50-50 for Unburden for it to be crazy. Otherwise, it's just a decent fighting type. I think Corv and Egg are what I want the most. Obviously, we want to dodge Audino. And we're kind of fine with everything else. Yeah. If we hit the Audino, then we do the Surf thing to see if we could have hit Dratini. That's what happens. You do the old backseat quarterback yourself. Wrong call. Oh no. I should have done this. I think I did the puzzle wrong. It's fine. This is 105 land. And we leave the eel, that makes sense. Activate. Dodge you. This feels like an acrobike hop time. I want up here. All right, we hit the Corv. Man, this is just more normal resists. It's not Audino. Let's go. All right, we don't damage this because of Brave Bird. Brave Bird, Ironhead, Revenge, Defog. Catch rate of 45. We'll get him eventually. Quick ball. Of course not, that would be too easy. There's nothing easy about the catches today. There we go, we got one easy. All right, let's see what the fish was. Lead with something fast enough to escape. Sorry, let me save first. Is it fish? No, it's surf. I'm intrigued. Not that this is actually how things work. Each pull is unique and independent. That was a dupe. We had Luminion in a winning run. It was the Dratini. Kind of, sort of, maybe. We'll never know. All right, and I think I gotta call it there. I wanted to continue and do the little baby fights, but I actually have work in the morning. I can't just stay till midnight or 1 a.m. as I have done a lot recently. But let's look at these guys. I think this is a very good surf sim by any standards, but definitely for NG Plus standards. Miss any? That's all the guys we caught today, right? Yep. Hasty's not the nature you want, but that's a good Corv. Speed bear does not matter at all. It's a Corviknight. Corviknight is good. Corviknight is a crazy pivot on Victory Road. Not that Victory Road necessarily is the hardest section of the game. All right, so let's review again. Still Bad Nature's kind of all over the place, but that's a dub. That's a dub. Analytic is going to counteract the special attack. Swift Swim's a dub. Minus speed is Smoge, but I think that's a B+. Is it a B+ considering it's guaranteed, right? So I can't say like, oh, I got a Basculegion, so it's good. No. Like relative to it's a guaranteed encounter. Is this a good Basculegion? I don't think so. I think this is just fine. I don't think it will matter, but definitely bad. Bad nature, bad. Only one stat matters. Special attack, we don't have it. Good. As good as a Pokemon can be, considering that everything's under 20. Solid. Guaranteed encounter. Good version of it. And I don't know. Everyone keeps telling me that Prim is amazing, and who cares? And speed is super, super amazing. But so far, the only reason people can tell me that Prim speed is amazing is Sydney. Like, I'm worried about a double battle in the Elite Four when I've barely made it to this point. I think it's fair to put the high rolls and the whatevers separately. Ooh, I'm covering Prim. Can't do that. Let's try that. Sorry, I'm taking a screenshot. No, I still screwed it up. Come on, dude. This is not hard. There we go. Discord, where are you? All right, let's call it a night. See if Cult's still live. Cult's is live. Sisyphus is live. Thank you for being here, for all the support. We have good Pokemon now. We have good Pokemon, Sil. First time all run. Get psyched.